Hey everyone, it's Kyle with the Case and Kyle team at Royal LePage, and today we are going to look at the market update for the month of July comparing 2022 to 2021. And a lot of people have been commenting on the last video asking about adjustments from the peak. So we did this a couple months ago and we're going to do it again, and we're going to see the changes from February till now as well. So let's jump into the numbers. Starting in Hamilton, we saw the average sale price go from $776,000 up by 3.5% to $803,000. So year over year, we're almost even from where we were last year. Now, from the peak in February, we saw the prices come down 23.8%. So this is a significant drop with the interest rates that we've seen increasing over the last several months, which has brought the prices down. But it also goes to show how much increase in the price we've seen over the last year. So we'll have to continue to monitor to see where this goes, if this is close to the bottom and it starts to level out, or if it continues to drop. And as I've talked about in previous months, we really have to see what continues to happen with the interest rate, which I'll touch on further. Now, the months of inventory also went up again this month from 0.8 to 3.2 months of inventory. So this means we are technically in a balanced market. But as a buyer, you have a lot of opportunities to take advantage of the market compared to a few months back. Now, we are up again compared to the previous month. We saw it at 2.5 months of inventory last month, and now we've seen it jump up to 3.2. So the inventory is continuing to rise. Now we're going to look at Burlington. We saw the average sale price go from $1,036,000 up by 8% to $1,123,000. So this is a significant year-over-year increase, but is quite large of a drop since the peak in February, which we saw it come down 21.2%. Now the months of inventory, we saw it go from 0.7 months of inventory up to 2.4. Now this has dropped from the previous month, which was at 2.6, but it is in the same ballpark. In Burlington, we are still seeing a seller's market from what we can tell from here, but there are still a lot of good opportunities for buyers. All right, we're finishing off in Oakville, which is actually very interesting because Oakville is showing a little differently than what we're seeing in Burlington and Hamilton. So we saw the average sale price go from $1,506,000 up by 7.6% to $1,625,000. So very similar to Burlington's numbers in terms of the increase year over year, but where we see the biggest difference is in the drop from the peak. So in Oakville, we're only seeing it come down by 17.3%. So although still a large drop, this is much smaller than what we've seen in the other two cities. So if you take a look at the playlist down below in the description from previous months, you'll see that Oakville didn't have as large increases during the peak, but now we're also seeing it not come down as much as what we're seeing in the other cities. So this is something that we're going to continue to look at over the next several months to see if this trend continues, if this is an anomaly. But what we've seen over the last couple of months seems to follow a very similar pattern to what we're seeing right now. And in the months of inventory, we saw go from 0.7 months of inventory up to 2.9 months of inventory. And this is up from the previous month, which was 2.3. So very close to that balanced market, which is around the 3-month mark. But once again, lots of opportunities for buyers. So we'll continue to monitor that over the coming months. So what do all these numbers really mean? If you go back to my February video, you'll see what happened in the peak with the average sale price. But now we're looking at the numbers and we're seeing that Burlington and Hamilton are continuing to fall, but are starting to stabilize because we're not seeing as large of a decrease as we saw a couple months ago in the average sale price. But in Oakville, we've actually seen month over month average sale price go up. So this is a number that we have to be cautious with because sometimes in the month over month stats, they can be a little skewed. So we're going to have to continue to see if this trends in the same direction or if it levels out. We'll monitor this and check in again next month. But this is very important to watch because these areas are reacting differently. And I talk to different clients and certain areas are acting differently. So if you're curious on what your neighborhood is doing, be sure to either comment down below or feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Case and Kyle Team or on Facebook at Case and Kyle. And feel free to direct message us there. I'd be happy to give you the updated stats for your neighborhood. And if you have any other questions, be sure to comment down below and I will talk to you next time.